what if they come to you and say, for you to get on the field in that depth chart that you see on the screen right there, it's going to require you to be at positions other than the quarterback to just get the ball in your hands? And his response was, well, the coaches said, I'm a quarterback. That was a very interesting response from Lamar Jackson. As for Joe Flacco, you called my attention to this tweet earlier today, Daniel Jeremiah. Jamison Hensley, who is a Ravens reporter for the worldwide leader and WBAL radio, was at the draft fest, the team's draft fest today. Joe Flacco, there was no fest for Joe. Asked to be interviewed, he declined. "Quote unquote, I don't think I'm talking today."
Which is fine.
Said Joe Flacco.
Well, I don't know. No. Why are we talking about this?
No, because, Mike, what do you mean, why are we talking about it? Because it's staring you right in the face. That's why.
He doesn't have to make a quote there. He had already predetermined that he would be there, and he went there. And now people want to know about Lamar Jackson and when's his job and all the rest of it. And he was just expecting a nice day in his off season. He doesn't have to respond to that.
Okay. That said, he could easily say, hey, it's great that he's here. I can't wait to meet him.
He could easily say, I'm not going to talk to that.
Well, one thing does show you that he might be a little pissed off about it.
And that's a good thing, okay? Let him go work out and get ready because he's been underproductive since the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to defend him as far as his play. I'm just trying to say we typically in the media make stories out of nothing. Give the guy a day to get over. They just drafted a quarterback in the first round.
So he said what he said regardless. Let's put that aside.
Okay.
Then. So how do the Ravens not put a package in front of Lamar Jackson?
It's not. I don't think it's a package of him at slot or him as a punt returner or any of that. I think what the package is at quarterback. Okay, so there's a distinction between what Tom asked him and what I'm trying to say. He's not a slot receiver, but you can put him in the game and you can run zone read concepts. You can put him in for a series. You can start the second half with him. You can jump start the game with him. And I think part of it, Rich, is you're integrating your offense slowly with what he can handle. And I'm not just talking about running the football, pass concepts also.
To me, it's going to be fascinating to watch this team in the preseason. I'm actually, as soon as we finish this, I'm going to look up that preseason schedule because I can't wait to see. Because you're going to get a chance to see, I think, the Ravens run two different offenses. I think they'll try and install an offense that will be for Lamar Jackson in the future, and they're going to get some reps in this preseason. How quickly that can get up to speed, I think, will determine how quickly and how much we see of Lamar Jackson.
So my question for all of us here is, how do you feel about that? Because continuity is a big part of playing this game as well. And I have to admit, when I watch games, I was doing a bunch of games, when I see this insertion of this and this guy comes in because we got a package for him, sometimes I think people are spinning their wheels. Sometimes I think you're doing it for the sake of doing it, and it's not really helping your ball club. I'm going to take my number one guy out, take it out of his hands. At all, sometimes I wonder about that. I get it at certain points, but other times I just think you better be very judicious about the whole thing. And the other part is, DJ and I talked about this last night. If you're a starting quarterback in the NFL, you might not want to go to Draft Fest.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because you never know who's going to get picked. Last year in Chicago, poor Mike Glennon went to Draft Fest. Hey, guess what? Mitchell, what? I'd stay home on Draft Fest if I'm a starting quarterback in the NFL.